Can you heal from abuse? What do I do after leaving my narcissist? What does a healthy relationship look like? These concerns cross the minds of over 20 people every minute, over 28,800 people every day. And the sad fact is, we still don't talk about it enough. Healing from emotional abuse isn't a Band-Aid situation, but it doesn't have to take years either. The lives of millions of other survivors around the world have been impacted by their narcissist. Yours doesn't have to. To show you how to live a free, confident, and peaceful life, your host and founder of the Healing from Emotional Abuse philosophy, Marissa F. Cohen.
Hey, it's Marissa. I just wanted to give a huge thank you to you and to all the people globally who have tuned in to listen to the Healing from Emotional Abuse podcast. Thanks to you all, this podcast has hit over 100,000 downloads, been recognized as a top podcast in 21 countries, and is top 10% of all podcasts globally. Holy cow, thank you so much. I cannot begin to express how much this means to me. As a token of my immense appreciation for you, I wanted to give back. As you might have heard in my Ask Marissa episodes, my first piece of advice to survivors is usually to use writing to help them begin healing. Writing has been recognized by the American Psychological Association as one of the most incredible and efficient tools to deal with trauma. One of my signature courses, Healing from Trauma, Therapeutic Writing, teaches survivors how to use writing as a healing tool, and I wanted to gift it to you for 98% off. This course is usually sold for $19.97, but I want you to have it for only $47. You are my community, and I want to help speed up your healing as much as possible. To claim this offer, visit healwithmarissa.com and use promo code HEALPOD, no spaces. Again, that's Heal with Marissa, HEALWITHMARISSA.com, and use promo code HEALPOD, HEALPOD, no spaces. As an additional gift, when you finish the course, you'll be taken to a page where you'll receive a free 30-minute coaching call with me so I can learn about you, give you some additional healing activities to help you personally overcome your trauma and live a free, confident, and peaceful life. Our community is stronger when we speak out, heal, and empower ourselves and each other. If you're ready to take the next step in your healing journey, I'll see you at healwithmarissa.com. I look forward to seeing you there, and enjoy this episode of the Healing from Emotional Abuse podcast. Welcome back to Healing from Emotional Abuse, the podcast. I'm your host, Marissa F. Cohen, and today we have the incredible Krystle Weaver, which we just realized that we've known each other for 15 years, and that makes me really happy and also crazy confused at where the time went. Hi, Krystle. How are you today?
Hi, Marissa. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. It's great to see you again.
Yeah, you too. I know it's been so long. It's amazing to think. I think I knew you. You were just like starting out in college and doing all the acting and everything like that.
When I was a theater kid.
Yeah.
I'd have still been in high school because if we did acting.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. You were probably just gearing up, maybe. Yeah. I think we're a couple years apart. Yeah. That makes sense.
But that's awesome. So it's good to see you again. And
you too.
Oh, thank you. I'm so excited for this project you're doing. But before we jump into that,
Sure.
why don't we talk about you a little bit? Introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Like Marissa said, my name's Krystle Weaver. I'm a writer, director, filmmaker, as well as I'm a mom. I have a little girl, and I'm a lot, lots of stuff. Sorry.
Krystle's like the most creative person I know. She's a filmmaker, a writer, director, photographer. She's always been creative.
Photographer, all those kinds of things. Social justice activist as well. And I help run a racial justice initiative for a corporate law firm. So that's me.
Amazing. Thank you for all the work you do, and especially that racial justice is a big thing for me as well. So thank you for all the incredible things you do.
Sure.
So,
Thank you.
yeah, of course.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, you're here today to talk about a movie that you wrote, directed, and filmed, right?
Yes, that's correct. Yep, correct. Yeah, and I co-produced it as well. It's called Aspersion. It's a short film. It's about 10 minutes long. It's been a really long process. I started this journey at this point, I think 13 to 14 years ago.
Wow. Wow. So it took you like 13 to 14 years from idea inception to finished product?
Correct. Yeah, that's right. I wrote this in a screenwriting class my senior year of college, after a series of abusive relationships that I was in. And I always found writing to be extremely therapeutic and helpful for me to kind of go over things that I went through and kind of just see it all out on paper. And so I got this assignment to write a short film, and Aspersion is kind of what came out. It wasn't called Aspersion at the time, it was called Anna and Peter. And we changed the name with my production team maybe, I don't know, a year and a half ago at this point. We wanted to give it something a little bit stronger.
I love that. So do you mind telling us a little bit about the movie, the
Yeah,
film?
absolutely. Sure. So the story follows a young woman named Anna who finds herself in a really emotionally abusive relationship with her boyfriend, Peter, who kind of just demeans her, belittles her, kind of makes her feel not good about herself, just questions her self worth a lot. And through the story, she kind of learns that, she can overcome things and she can get out of this horrible relationship with the help of her mom. And so she has this conversation with her mom, and yeah, it's a lot in 10 minutes, but I thought it was really important to tell this and kind of encourage other people who are dealing with abusive situations in their lives that they can overcome and they can get to the other side.
That's incredible. Taking something that, like, as you said, that you experienced and putting it into a work to help other people see that there's another side to it and that you can get that's incredible. And that's so brave.
Thank you. Yeah, it's very surreal. Like I said, it took me a really long time to get to this point. And I pitched it to my filmmaking team. At the time I wasn't working with them. They're called Red Flight Pictures. They're based outside of Philadelphia. And yeah, I just knew that I really wanted to work with them. And Kyle, the um, executive producer of Red Flight, he put out a post online saying like he was just looking for other creatives to work with. And I was like, I have this story that I've been sitting on for 12 years. So let me just send it over to him. And he got back to me and he was like, hey, like, let's grab dinner and let's talk about this. I think I want to work with you. And it was just very, very surreal. And I was like, oh my gosh, like maybe this is actually happening. And this is a big dream of mine. So, yeah, we sat down, we had dinner. I think I looked at the table the entire time and I was so nervous. But he was so supportive, as well as, Keith, who is the composer on the team, was there as well. And, they were just so lovely and encouraging and kind. Yeah. And I was like, okay, I think this is my team and I think this is going to happen. Cut to, maybe a year and a half later, we filmed it. Because the pandemic happened in between that.
Of course. COVID
Yeah.
stuff,
So
everything.
yeah. So we eventually had auditions, we cast the film, and then I think this is the most well rehearsed cast in, like, I think film history, because I worked with them for about 9 months, which is kind
Wow.
of unheard of in the film world. So we all got to really, really know each other. And so by the time we got to see each other in person, it was extremely surreal.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, yeah. I had a great, great group of people. Aurora Fox, Courtney Deese, and Barbara Thomas are in the film, and they're just all incredible people, and they were just so great to work with, and went with my crazy ideas. And I am truly so thankful for just like everyone on this team.
So you mentioned that you've had experiences of abusive relationships in the past and that this film was written kind of around that. How much of your own personal experiences were depicted in the script and in the film?
Sure. Yeah. In the beginning, a lot of it. But as we learned, and I worked with like the producers on the team and stuff, film's a little bit more heightened.
Okay.
So, I think I created more just like of a story and more, like there's a particular fight scene in there that, fortunately I was not involved with on like the physical side of abuse, but definitely, Peter's character is a lot of things that I experienced, dating a series of boyfriends of mine who just kind of were really belittling, and kind of I felt very much used as a body and not a person in a relationship.
That
Yeah.
makes sense. And so how did
Yeah.
it feel for you to kind of write about it in this way? I'm a huge advocate for writing as healing, and it can be in various different ways, right? But
Yeah.
screenwriting, writing a script about it, like what was that like for you?
Um, it was great. It was, I would say, very therapeutic in a lot of ways. Really hard at times too, because with that, it's like you get flashbacks. And I'm thinking of these moments in my life and how they kind of correlate to what I'm putting on film, and just there's certain things that, Peter says in the film that too kind of experienced, and just feeling small. A lot of times there's a lot of things with the guys that I was dating that made me feel small because they didn't make a lot of money. And so, Peter kind of brings up those types of things, kind of using, their success in life to kind of make me feel smaller. So there's a lot of that in there. Yeah, it was hard, but it was also very good at the same time.
Did you do while you were writing and filming, did you do any like self-care to help you kind of get through that? Because writing it down can be, like you said, triggering and bring up flashbacks, but then like actually seeing people play out these scenarios that do relate to you in some way. Did you
Yeah.
ever feel overwhelmed or triggered by that? And then like what did you do to kind of mitigate that?
Yeah. So, I think it took a lot of time to myself. Music is always really healing for me as well. So I would listen to a lot of music. I'm a Christian as well. So like I prayed a lot. And I also talked to my husband a lot about it, because he knows my story. He knows where I come from. He was a big constant source of support, as well as seeing a therapist.
That's awesome. And those are all great ways to help you
Yeah.
self-care, move through. That's awesome.
I called myself like the wounded puppy dog for a while, like a little like chihuahua, and that I would just bark. You know what I mean? Like and I didn't realize like at that time that was me healing, that was me self-reflecting, that was me, you know,
Absolutely. And being defensive or feeling like you need to be defensive or on guard all the time is a I guess a not a symptom, like an after effect of emotional abuse. And that's totally normal.
yeah,
And
yeah,
um back to the film. Well, actually,
sure.
it's still on family. So you have a daughter. Does she have anything to do with like the inspiration for actually making this film or, you know, showing her what not to accept, things like that?
Yeah, yeah. All right. I think I might start crying. Yeah, no, for sure. She is a big proponent of it. I mean, she's so young at this point, but I want it to be something that she realizes that her mom didn't give up on herself and that she doesn't have to give up on herself, and that there is love out there. There are good people out there. It's a whole process. It's a whole journey, but you can get through it. And I very much um, want her to know that.
That's an incredible message. And I'm really glad that, I'm just so happy to see you happy is really kind of where
Thank
I'm at.
you.
So
Thanks.
I know that of course, I know you don't have like a definitive release date at this point, but uh,
Right.
you said it's probably going to come out sometime in like February or March 2023.
That's the goal. That's the hope. It could change. Things could get pushed back, or things could get escalated. At this point, we've been working on it. We shot the film in June 2021. So it's been in post-production a while. But that's normal with very, very small teams and independent films and things like that. It's just amazing that it's even here.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited. But yeah, so it'll probably be like, a couple months, and I'll definitely be posting, online, and we'll release the trailer, and I'll be submitting it to film festivals all over the world, and see where it gets picked up.
That's awesome. And so keep me updated on that stuff so I can put the teaser and the trailer on the description for this. And then do you have any, I don't know really what happens after film festivals. So is there like a way for people to see it while it's being
so not so much on the film festival circuit. We kind of keep it to ourselves to which films select it. I mean, which film festivals select it. But after the release, sometimes you can put it on, you can put it on YouTube. Amazon Prime is a big one as well. They're really great with accepting a lot of independent short films. So, I think that's eventually like the goal, right? And then people can just go on, their TVs or, computer and kind of watch it there too. And I'll probably be sending, the links to people and all those kinds of things once the film festival circuit's over.
Makes sense. Definitely make sure to send them to me.
I will.
So what advice would you give to survivors who might have experienced something similar to what you did?
Yeah, so I think I would say be your biggest advocate. If you're starting to recognize that things aren't right, talk to someone that you can trust. Talk to someone that you love. Go see a therapist. They're out there to help you. And if you don't make a connection with that one therapist, there are others. And you can absolutely just talk to people and read books and, listen to people like Marissa, who's out there doing the good work. And yeah, you're welcome. There's help out there. There are wonderful, amazing people out there, and yeah, just be your biggest advocate and definitely believe that you can overcome something like that.
If people are interested in collaborating or working with you in the future, maybe on another project or in some way, how can they contact you?
Sure. They can send me an email. My email is Krystle, Krystle, at redflightpictures.com, or they can connect with me on Instagram. I'm under Krystle. It's KRYSTLEM Weaver, WEAVER.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here today, for making such an incredible film. I'm so excited to see it. And I think that it's going to really help people and change lives. So thank you for putting your heart and soul into something so meaningful.
Thank you so much, Marissa. I really appreciate that.
Thank you so much for tuning in and listening to the Healing from Emotional Abuse podcast today. Before you go, it's important that you know that what you're feeling is normal. Everyone responds to trauma, narcissism, and abuse differently. Our brains go into survival mode to protect us from harm. But I want to make sure you know that you're not alone. I'm here, and I want to brainstorm ways that I can help ease your healing journey. Imagine you're standing on a cliff, and on the other side of a deep canyon is the life that you dream of. A partner who connects with you, supports you, and empowers you, and makes you laugh and smile. A life filled with freedom, confidence, and peace. Good friendships, strong relationships. I've been where you are now. I've been standing on that edge, dreaming of the life that I have now. And I built the bridge between where you are and that dream that seems unreachable. I've walked this path with thousands of survivors who live a free, confident, and peaceful life now. Let's walk this path together.
If you enjoyed this podcast, you have to check out www.marissafaycohen.com/private-coaching. That's www.marissafaycohen.com/private-coaching. Marissa would love to develop a made-for-you healing plan to heal from emotional abuse. She does all the work and you just show up. Stop feeling stuck, alone, and hurt, and live a free, confident, and peaceful life. Don't forget to subscribe to the Healing from Emotional Abuse podcast and follow us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Marissa F. Cohen and Instagram at marissa.faye.cohen. We'd love to see you there.